In meadows fair and bright, don't stay out through the night. New to this world you were brought, whilst warriors' glory you sought. In forests dark and wild, the ore and cores you find. A trader sells you goods for gold, until the wooden head you hold. To the 10th world you were taken, to slay all the forsaken. Will you prevail? Set your sail, as Valkyries you awaken. A place to live and thrive, a bed and hearth you built. And should you fall, you will arrive at home with skill homestead. Through slush and slog you wander, the undead bar your way. With toil and burden and banter, you'll find what points your way. To the 10th world you were taken, to slay all the forsaken. Will you prevail? Set your sail, as Valkyries you awaken. Steep and frosty mountains, where wolves howl and dwell. Another rains both sky and land, tears will help you stand. In heated sunburned landscapes, the laughing goblins live. The furry oxen can't escape, and a torn soul rest you give. To the 10th world you were taken, to slay all the forsaken. Will you prevail? Set your sail, as Valkyries you awaken. Misty glades and valleys deep, the mighty Jarls reside. The Thurgood there have lost their homes to the minions of the Queen of Pride. The journey goes on to where we don't know. Oh, Father, can you see me fight on? Will the journey end with the last demon slain, or will we be sailing again? To the 10th world you were taken, to slay all the forsaken. Will you prevail? Set your sail, as Valkyries you awaken.
Hey there, everybody. Good evening. We are back with our no map run, or I should probably better say not an interactive map run. And we are going to be starting up the game and hope it starts all right. There we go. In the last episode, we managed to get ourselves killed in the night because we couldn't find our portal. And then we had to leave our corpse there and get back because it was night again. So we will have to recover the remaining stuff from where we left it. And I am not quite sure where I left my pocket portal. But first of all, we are going to be sleeping. I do hope the audio is okay. I have been having troubles again with my microphone not doing what I wanted to be doing, so let me know if you can hear me all right. We need to eat something. And I probably need to be doing some serious cooking. Okay. Pocket portal. Is this the pocket portal? Yes, okay. We do not have all of our stuff back yet. We do have half a portal here. Let me get some fine wood so we have a complete portal. Everything fine. Thank you for telling me, Karam. Yeah, we do only have half a portal, which is not where we want to be. At least we have all of that. Now let's get back to the portal and see that we get everything picked up from where we had to leave our corpse. Not quite sure where that is. There is a lot of glitteries around here. That is a dead troll. Okay. We should bring that portal here. Just for the sake of not having to rely on finding it again. I have been... Oh, wow, that was not very clever. Looks like we do have a little bit too much in our pocket now. Okay. This is not going to work like I intended it to be working. We do have way too much wood here. I don't need 40 wood in my pocket to have a second portal, and that is way too many eyes too. Oh, let's get that stuff out of the way real quick. And then starts off fantastic, me being scatterbrained again. Just gonna drop this off here real quick. Don't have to carry all of that stuff around. And we don't have to carry that around. Now we want not to forget where we left that. Next time we're gonna search for our ooze bombs and won't know where they are. Oh well. Go with that. Pick that up. And then we have to go around that corner here. Now I got everything. Yes, okay. We have to go around this corner. And then over there. It's along the coastline somewhere here. What? I thought that was where we were. What is going on here? That is not where we were. And there is my corpse. I'm stumped. There is stuff glittering down there. Oh, there it is. Okay, now I found it. And we've got all of those boxes here and then all of that in here too. So we've got the boxes. Gonna bring all of that stuff home first. We do have the spares. Just drop it off here. Quick. Gonna leave the spare portal here. This is quite a lot of stuff we are having in boxes here. So that one is empty. That one is empty. Look at all of that jazz. Where did all of that come from? Like, that is so much stuff in here. Okay, now we have to manage to get all of that home. What is all of that glittery stuff there? Okay, that is blood clots. That is not that interesting. My. Look at the sheer amount of stuff we got here. There, that's gear. Then we're gonna be picking up our portal and see that we get home, because I think we need to leave this Mistlands here. I think we saw everything that could be found there. And we need to go see about the Queen location. Okay. 1, 2, 3. And we are somewhere along here. And we need to get home. So we're gonna follow the coast. And have the coast on our right side. That should lead us back home, hopefully. And it's gonna be a little bit quicker because we can jump with our fabulous feather cape, so we don't have to run the ground all the way. Did we see that there is a Dwerger thing up there? I think we saw that. Okay, we are getting too far out to sea. We need to get more in that direction here. over there. Some dwerger here. Yeah, still need stamina to get up here. Ech, too impatient. I'm not sure I can scale that. I couldn't. Okay, let's try get over here. Now, okay. Stay down there. I don't want to have you up here. Okay. That way. We've got, let me do that here real quick. We've got another peddler that we don't want to deal with. We don't need to buy viewers. We already have the best viewers. That is a ruin. I don't want to be here. Going more toward that side of things here. Hep, 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 get up. That is a stupid place to be here. Can't jump on that. I can't see what I'm doing here, honestly. That's better. That way. And then that is another dwerger house here. We saw that before. And another dwerger house. And that is the first infested mine we were at. That is quite a long distance to be getting home. But it's way easier when we can jump from high peak to high peak. Makes things quite easy. That one down there is the dwerger excavation. I can hear a gyal. Question is where that thing is. And do you have an extractor still? No, you are the single one survivor here. Okay, I think we need to go in this direction here. Oh, sorry. The sun is in that direction, and I don't have the slightest idea what direction that direction is, but given that my food has decayed a great deal, we need to go in that direction because that seems to be west. And the sun is probably sunken a great deal already. Given the decay of my food, we should be on the evening side of things. And that right there looks like the mountain we are living at. So if we get up here a little bit and then over there, we should be coming out right at home. I sure hope that I'm right. That is my Luxies here, all of them. So, at least we managed to get home correctly. Man, those mosquitoes are a real pain in the ass, killing my poor Lux here. Come here, monster. I didn't realize we have that many Lux already. Look at that, all of mine. Works like a charm. I don't have anything to feed them with, and I don't have a log saddle with me. But look at them, the sheer amount of logs, and all are mine. Happy. Okay. Now we have a portal on that tiny little bit of plains to the north that lies right south of a mistlands. And I think that is going to be our starting point for trying to find another Queen Wegweiser. We'll show on the map what I mean in a second here. Just want to get that stuff home, because we have a lot of stuff to be putting away here. Gonna be putting up that pocket portal right here so we don't long press away that stuff. There, that's the pocket portal. Now we have to get all of that sorted. So many things here. Oh, wow. More things. More things. Where did I put all of those things even? That box is full. That needs to go in some boxes here. And I don't even know where I put the mandibles and all of that stuff. It ought to be here somewhere, right? Huh. I don't have the slightest idea where I put all of those things. Down here. Aha. Okay, at least I found where I put that stuff. We have to do some sorting here. Can't fit that anymore. Some ice. Some more stones. This is way too much stuff everywhere. Cloudberries, seeker mead, blood clods. Where did I put the money? Oh, down in the basement. Money should be here. And then this is trophies. We have to do something about all of the supplies being in here every which way. Not enough space to put away all of the things. And some coal. Okay, that one is wrong in here. That needs to go there. And then that. And the soft tissue is somewhere down here. I don't know where. There. Okay. Gonna put the wood in here. Gonna put the wood in there. Gonna pick all of that up. Get that sorted in this box here. And the dandelion goes in here. Whew! That was a lot of stuff. Okay. Okay, let's have a look at the map. What I'm thinking about that is this year. Not sure the number. I thought it's number 11 maybe, or 12, something. We have to go look in our old base, but first we gotta sleep. And I have written down that position somewhere. If I can remember what it was I was writing down. There is something written here. North of Yagluth in Plains. Forest. East of Yagluth Copper Node. Next to Settling 1 by Crypt. So 11 or 12 are not the right answer. Let's get over to... No, let's eat. I said eat. We are out of bread. Okay, we're gonna go with that then for now, because I don't want to waste a lot of time baking right now. I want to find out where we need to go. Circling, Bone Mass Swamp, Murder Island, Tiny Plains. South of Mist Dwerger Harbor. Number 8. Number 8 is the place where we want to go. Okay, we need to get some more coal too. Okay, number 8. Gonna rename that for 8. Gonna pick up my pocket portal. Do we have enough arrows? We might. And then we go here. I think that is the exact place where we want to be. That is those tiny plains I was talking about. Of course, we have nasty stuff going on here. And then there is that Mistlands and the Dwerger Harbor. That is where we landed with our boat and decided to leave a portal here. That is here. And we found some Wegweiser here that was, or was it here, somewhere here, that was looking in this direction, like so. So I think we could find another Wegweiser maybe here in this swamp, in these Mistlands, and then see from here if we get another direction and where that points us. Finding the queen is going to be so much fun, because depending on where she is situated, we might run right past. Oh my, I had to sneeze and I managed to just in time get my microphone out of the way so I don't blow your ears out. I can hear a yell and I don't know where that thing is, but I sure like that. Try not to get lost here. Gonna try and go somewhat we came in from here, so that would be east. The sun is already nearing the midday point here. Always, when you try to get into the Mistlands from the land side, it seems to be extra super duper misty. Look at that thick fog. Let's see. We can see something from above. Some suspicious formation or something. Not really, huh? At least I cannot hear that yell anymore. There seems to be something Dwerger related. That is an excavation here. Ow. They got that lying around here, just like so. They seem to be having some troubles with something already. That is interesting here, because I picked up some black marble here. The sun seems to be around midday point, guessing by my food decay. So if we go that way, we should come back to the coast, or ooh, what's going on here? Or at least the plains, the entrance. Like, I think beyond those fog clouds there is water. I can hear the ocean from here. Okay. So maybe we go a little bit in this direction. That is a strange thing here. Cannot see any blue glowing lights here. But I can see water down there. Okay, we are at the end of this year. There is more fragmented stuff over in that direction. That seems to be more islandy than everything else. So that is to the east of here. I think we are looking at something over here. And there is forest on the other side there. Black forest on the other side there. That here seems to be plain, so we might be here-ish. I think. There is more mistlands too. It's hard to make out. That looks like a forestry there. That is a forestry here. We've got some black forest here. Okay. Can see a lot better now. Ooh, fine wood. Free fine wood. Oh, that one. Give me that. I can use the free fine wood. Ah, where did that go? Oh, there. Okay. Might be that that bit is not a really big mistlands. Does not mean it cannot contain an infested mine, so gonna have to go look. Let's see what we can find here. Also, I think we should be thinking about making staff of protection and iter food. We have not been using much of the, that is a ruin there, much of the Mistlands resources that we already gathered. running around here with wolf food and sausages. Okay. There is another ruin over there that is not infested mine. It's a ruin, so that is not helpful. A dead seeker means there is... Ah, there he is. Finding quite some totem puffs here, which I find good. Because when I can pick them up, I don't have to farm them. Is there something going to be showing up here? Or is it just super dense mist all around here? With all of those weapons are laying around here, you might think there could be a skeleton around here somewhere too. Okay, we've got a seeker there. We've got a dead seeker there. Where one seeker is, there might be more. Gonna go and have a look. We can see a blue light here somewhere. The only blue light I see here is from the mage caps. Okay, I need to go more in that direction then, I think. But I think we need to go home. We need to do some baking. So we're gonna call it here and go home and make some food. Okay, what have we got? Some fine wood, some carapace, some black marble. We've got a lot of needles. Okay. We are completely out of turnips. Did we plant some at least? Don't know if we do need more turnips. We have planted some stuff here. Okay. First order of operation, we need bread. Gonna make that happen. I'd like to have a turnip as a head for Kiesel and a carrot for Stein, I think. We do need some wood to fire up the oven. And I think we are going to be harvesting everything that is on our small little patch of field here. And see what needs replanting. We also do need seeds for the chicken. Okay, let's see. We're gonna make more turnip seeds, I think, and plant some of those back. Like 13 we want to plant back. And those can go to feeding the chickens. And that probably 2. And that can go to be milled, and that can be planted back. Something like that. I don't know. Five, 6, 7, and 1 to be ahead for our Rocky baby. Aw, they are looking a little bit disheveled here. There. Get that one. And then the other one gets a carrot. So cute. I'd like to have the witch hat for them. That would be pretty, but it's not witch hat season, so no witch hat. Oh, that did not work. Planted 2 right on top of each other. Something like that, and then that's that, and then we've got a lot of that. Maybe it's easier to plant from that direction. That's 30. We've got 18 left that I can't fit anymore. Okay. So those need to get milled. We do have a lot of barley laying around to be milled. Maybe I should be taking the time to write down all of the notes we made on the signs on a piece of paper so we can transfer the instructions over. But then again, we can just jump here. I think we got a lot of, barley in there still. Next to Dwergadar, mist next to base, okay. Forest shore across Mother to the northwest. I'm not quite sure that that is true. That is Yagluth. That is the number 13, okay. We need to get a handle on that portal chaos. We should be building some sort of portal hub, something, whatever, to make that a little bit better. Let's do that real quick. And then repair all of our gear. We need to feed the chicken too. If we stay at home, we will feed them, not if we are gone. And we want to make the carapace spear, I think. What's with stones? That is not a lot. Oh, at least we've got that now. And we are going to have more of this. We need to plant some onions too. But yeah, we are getting somewhere here with that. That is good that I found that, because I had forgotten. It's in here. It does not belong there. It does belong somewhere else. Like here. No. It does belong in with the arrows here. That is an extra portal. That is nonsense. We also need to do something about lighting in here. Man. Okay. We are going to be having our first break here. I need to use the bathroom and I need to drink something. So we are gonna have a break here. Break ski. And I'm gonna play some music for you and I'm gonna be right back.
In meadows fair and bright, don't stay out through the night. New to this world you were brought, whilst warriors' glory you sought. In forests dark and wild, the ore and cores you find. A trader sells you goods for gold, until the wooden head you hold. To the 10th world you were taken, to slay all the forsaken. Will you prevail? Set your sail, as Valkyries you awaken. A place to live and thrive, a bed and hearth you built. And should you fall, you will arrive at home with skill upon spilt. Through slush and slog you wander, the undead bar your way. With toil and burden banter, you'll find what points your way. To the 10th world you were taken, to slay all the forsaken. Will you prevail? Set your sail, as Valkyries you awaken. And frosty mountains, where wolves howl and dwell. Another rains both sky and land, the tears will help you stand. In heated sunburned landscapes, the laughing goblins live. The furry oxen can't escape, and a torn soul rest you give. To the 10th world you were taken, to slay all the forsaken. Will you prevail? Set your sail, as Valkyries you awaken. angels reside. The Thurgood there have lost their homes to the minions of the Queen of Pride. Journey goes on to where we don't know. Oh Father, can you see me fight on? Will the journey end with the last demon slain, or will we be saved again?
Okay, we are back. Let me stop the music. Let me get back to the game. Gonna be sleeping. I don't know. I don't think that Mistlands we found there is really big. Let's have a look. Okay. Okay. We are here. Okay, let's go a little bit inland and see if there is something interesting here. And then try to get over this way a little bit more. But I have a feeling that we have to get our boat and find another place. What is going on here? Oh, that is to find the wood I dropped there. I should be probably finding out which way is north. Will make my life a little bit easier. But I think I don't have any flat surface here that we could use. But I think that must be east, because that is dark night and that is glow of morning. So yeah, I think we are going to be heading east-ish, south-ish, southeast-ish. See if we can find something in here. Is that water down there? It sure does sound like it's water here. I can't see. And I don't want to land in the water and then have to swim a great deal. I can avoid. Okay. Yeah. That east. That way. Oh, we are on here probably. So we need to go that way-ish. I think. Man, that mist is so dense. Ever since they made that Unity engine upgrade, I have a feeling that mist has gotten denser. It is so dense. Okay, that is back to that little bit of forest. So rather have a weapon out here. There might be seekers. Now it's getting light out. That's easier to see. That is the Dwerger excavation we saw earlier. Bunch of mage caps. Aha. We found us a gosh, those are so gross. Okay, we found us a skeleton. It's a little bit too buried in here, but it's better than nothing. So I think we found what we need to be doing. This is a little close to those burger there, huh? Well, no, not really. It's okay. And we got the nastiest of weathers here, where we won't be able to hear any nonsense coming at us. So, what we are going to be doing now, we are going to be tinkering around at home a little bit, because I don't want to be in the Mistlands in that kind of a weather. And we have to do some chicken feeding. And we have to do some sorting of stuff here, because this is driving me bonkers. I don't know where my stuff is, because everything is in here every which way. That is annoying as heck. Okay. And we do need to set up some more things here. We don't have bathtub yet. We have a big old nonsense of a chaos in here. We need to find a good way to store things in a meaningful way, because we have lots of empty stuff here and lots of stuff crammed in here. Look at that chaos. And I think what we are going to be doing, we are going to be having a small amount of stuff in here and then put the surplus down in the other place where we have the Galder table and all of that, and use that as a temporary warehouse, because we got a lot of black metal boxes there. I'm gonna feed the chicken to have more eggs and then breed some chicken to have some meat. So we're gonna be sorting things here a little more useful. Just have to decide how. The first one metal, the second stone, the third one wood, and then this can be the gunky stuffs, I think. Like all of that. And then the next one can be the leathers. And then this one can be needles, feathers, and bones. So if that is going to be the wood, we put that here. And then this one can be specialty things from different biomes. And then this one, I don't know. That, I'm not sure. We're gonna have to wing it here, but I can't have 16 boxes with stuff here. This is way too much stuff here. So that can go in here too. That is fine here. And then that's fine. That is surplus. Needs to go down there. And then this is the guggy stuff. But that stuff needs to be in here. And we don't need all of that here. Something like that. And that needs to go down there. I might as well just drop down here and save some steps. Okay. So all of that is that. And then that is the leathers. We don't need all of that in here. That is specialty things. Aha. Look at that. Something like that. That is specialty stuff too. Special things. That goes well with that. And then we have to get all of that to smeltering in some shape or form. And up there, I don't know, things. There's gonna be much more things going forward. Maybe we are better off now with that. So that can go in here, and then this is gonna be stones. Metals, stones, and wood. I think that is a good idea. And then let's get another zip-zap machine going. That was nonsense. We do have quite some iter here. Shall have to think about what else needs doing with that zip-zap machine there and all of that. At least it does not rust because it has a roof. Okay. We will have to do something about that wall here. I think we need to have that out further at some point. Need to parry down that a little bit, I think. We need to have some smeltering place here too. All of that needs to be sorting out a little, I think. And then we do need probably some sort of way we can get down here. Build that out a little bit more here, probably. Do we need to get our logs back? Probably. They are distributed quite far. And then, yeah, I think we have to plane that here flat and make that a smeltering place. We have to have some place where we can do some smeltering, because I don't want to portal all that stuff all over to the forest all the time. So I'm gonna bring the smelter ring over here, I think. This is not fancy yet, but we're gonna get fancy at some point. Okay, this is big enough, I think, for now. Let's get... wrong one. I think we're gonna leave one smelter and one kiln in our forest base and get all the other smelters and kiln over to the plain space. Wrong one, I need that. There is coal in there. Okay. Crafting. One kiln. And one smelter. Something like that. All the coal. I have to get all of that over eventually. When we are encumbered, let us be completely encumbered and get everything in one go. No room in inventory, okay. Gonna leave some coal here then. Gonna get all of that in one go over there. We get our smelter ring place set up there so we can work all that metal. Caletaccio, hola! Come stai? How are you? We are carrying way too much here. We can leave probably the coal right here for now. See if we can get over there. Gonna make that work somehow. So that and that and kilns. That and that. Oh, we are completely out of power here. And we don't have an artisan table here because the artisan table is way here. Gonna bring that over real quick so we can build the blast furnace. Because we do need a blast furnace here. We are missing things here. Gonna pick that up here. Blast furnace. Very well. Day is going normally, and how are you? How's your day? My day is luckily coming to an end. I have been working a lot today, And now I'm really happy that I can play a game for a good long while before I have to go to bed. But feeling good, feeling good. Okay, we've got the blast furnace, we've got some kilns going. This is a little bit too small, but we're gonna get that at some point. For now, it is something. Let me jump over to our Summerland again and get the coal and the metal. Da 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 da. There. All of that. Hola, Galetita. Good evening. Giving you are greeting me with hola. I think, are you a native Spanish speaker? Galetita, does that mean something along the lines of chicken in a formal way? I'm not sure. I don't speak Spanish at all. Okay. Yeah, I think we have to do some things here with all of that metal. I wanted to get to do something with my chickens too. But as you can see, days are going fast in Valheim. Oh, you're Galetacho. Yes, I do live stream to both platforms at the same time. I do stream to Twitch and also the YouTubes. So it's your choice where you want to watch. Okay, now we have a box to put on here somewhere. And we get to store some stuff at least here. 2 boxes, even better. Fabulous. And we can get the metal up there and then smelter all of that jazz. Okay, that is good. Now we have the smeltering here. I need to expand that, of course. And now we go see if we have better weather in the Mistlands. Do some drinking. I can't really drink when I'm playing, so we're gonna have to have another break at some point. But for now, we are going back to the Mistlands, putting up some lights there so we can see what we are doing, and getting us the soft tissue and the black marble there. So let's see. It's raining here. At least it's not a thunderstorm anymore, which is something at least. What is that? Okay, there is wood lying around here. I don't know why, but take it. Okay. We have 3 more lamps to be putting up. I think we're gonna be putting one here. We found a seeker. And here. And here. And we're gonna have to do something about that nastiness there. Where is my spear? Get away from me, I need my spear. Ow, that got me. Ooh, I have not eaten. Man. Man! We need to get home and do some eating. We are running around here underfed. Shoosh. That was dangerous as heck, living the dangerous life here. So, food. That, and that, and that. Gonna drop that. Gonna drop that. Okay, there is gonna be more mobs the moment we start to dig out that skull there. So, yeah, gonna have fun here. Also, we do need us the soft tissue, because we don't know what's going on in the deep north. And we do need some refined ether for the Ashland tier stuff too. We're gonna have to... Oops, we've got a broken mist light here. We're gonna have to do some more ether refinery. And yeah, we are still on the hunt for the queen location too. This is gonna be some digging all of that up, and that thing here might be pretty much in the way too. Well, we do need the stone anyway for our base, so not too mad about digging that up. But going underneath here is exceedingly... Ugh, another one. Exceedingly difficult to fight beasts. Ow. I do love that feather cape, I can tell you. Ow, that hurt. Feather cape makes fighting seekers way nicer. Okay, that thing will break, I'm sure. So we need to put that somewhere else. And we need to dig into that here. Boring stuff, but A, we can use all of that stone, and B, we do need the soft tissue, so we're gonna be brave and dig all of that up. Did I hear another seeker coming? No? I have a feeling we cannot dig deep enough under that skull to get all of the brains out in one go. I need to be a little bit more careful with my stamina here. Extremely boring stuff. Okay, let's collect all of that here. We are not getting much deeper here anymore, I think. Reaching the maximum digging depth. I think that is about as deep as we can get here, huh? Yeah, we can't get any deeper here. So... nasty. I think we are going to be digging as long as our pickaxe permits, and then we go home and do some tinkering around at home again. Okay, that is that. That was all the pickaxe we had. Gonna be coming down another day. Picked everything up around here, yes, yes. Coming back in the morrow, doing more here. I do love that tuba mod. It's so funny. So we've got stone, we've got black marble, we've got some carapace and some wood and some soft tissue. We can put that wood in there. Soft tissue is up here. Gonna get another zip-zap machine going here. Here we go. Yep, everything is good. So more sap. That can go here. Then we have to feed them chicken here for them to produce some eggs. Maybe we want a brooding station somewhere instead of putting it all together in that one house. I think we are not going to be building a breeder. But we do need some space where we can put the eggs to be bred. We need that first of all, so we can feed the chicken. Because if we have them breeding in here, they won't lay more eggs. So probably we want some special place where we can hatch the eggs. I do not really have a good solution for that, but I don't even have an idea for that. Maybe we need roof chicken. Maybe we need to build something completely stupid here. Something here to make that work. Maybe with that. Not quite sure. We would lose the ability to go along here, but do we really need that? Or do we just hang off some wooden construction from here? I don't know. I know that I don't like that here. That is not high enough to be secure. Ay. Chickens are troublesome. What if we just build a chicken breeding enclosure around here? Nobody said it had to be fancy for now. And as long as we stay away from the fire far enough, we should not be running in trouble, right? Not quite sure what I'm doing here, honestly. We need to have the wall enlarged a big deal so we can build proper things here. But for now, get that sorted in some shape or form to have the possibility to... Ugh. You gave me a start there. I don't know. That seems to be a little close to the fire here. Most likely would be more clever to put it away from the fire a little more. Is that working? I honestly don't know what I'm doing here. I don't have the slightest idea what we're doing here. Well, it is raining and thus it might be okay, but it might be also too close to the fire on this side. I don't know. We have to think about that. We have an egg. I don't think I want to risk that here. We're gonna get that out of the way. We don't accidentally. Oh, we can't even walk in here. That is nonsense. We have to think up something better here. I don't know. For now. Wrong one. Maybe we do have to think something up for the chickens as well, because it's just stupid the way it is right now. We had some eggs to be bred here somewhere there. That is where that goes. Okay. I'm gonna take another short break here and then we can go for 3 more days, I think. Gonna be right back.
In meadows fair and bright, don't stay out through the night. New to this world you were brought, whilst warriors' glory you sought. In forest dark and wild, the ore and cores you find. A trader sells you goods for gold, until the wooden head you hold. To the 10th world you were taken, to slay all the forsaken. Will you prevail? Set your sail, as Valkyries you awaken. A place to live and thrive, a bed and hearth you built, and should you fall you will arrive at home, and skill won't spilt. Through slush and slog you wander, the undead bar your way. With toil and burden banter, you'll find what points your way. To the 10th world you were taken, to slay all the forsaken. Will you prevail? Set your sail, as Valkyries you awaken. Steep and frosty mountains, where wolves howl and dwell. Another rains both sky and land, tears will help you stand. In heated sunburned landscapes, the laughing goblins live. The furry oxen can't escape, and a torn soul rest you give. To the 10th world you were taken.
Okay, I have drunk. We are back. Let me turn off the music so you can hear me better. Back to the game and to bed. I had a thought. We might be straightening out that wall a little bit and put the hen house to the other side. And then have that staircase come down straight here and put that hen house on this side. If we straighten out that wall a little bit here, we gain enough space to put the hen house on this side. I think that is the way to go. We need some more space here to make that work. But first we need to go back to the Mistlands and get some more stone and stuff from there. And I've got... what is that up there? We've got some trophies in our pockets. Where did I put the trophies? There. Also, we do need some window glass in here. But first, gonna go and get the skull dug up. And then I think we're gonna spend a day there and do some redecoration at home. We need to make that hen stuff working somewhat, somehow. That is a super stupid skull here with all of those stones in here. Also, I should be aware of my stamina a little bit more. Says it and goes on spending all the stamina hacking away. Okay, we cannot reduce that anymore. We are at maximum digging depth on this side. I thought I heard a seeker. Okay, I think we got all of the soft tissue from the bottom. And now I think we can just pop the remaining bit, hopefully. No? There's something sticking in here. Probably. Some bit of stone sticking into that here. The nasty. Not happy with that. Huh. Okay, that is... Oh, here! It's here where it's connected. It's that bit here that is making trouble. That looks odd. And that stuff is hard. Okay, now I think... no, still not. Why not? What is still connected to what and where and why? It's not coming loose. Is there something here? No, this is all free here. Strange. That is real strange here. It should be coming down right now. It doesn't. Probably some strange little tiny splinter of something that is sticking here. Why? All of that is strange. Is that with blight eventually causing the trouble here? That might be. Wrong one. No, it's not the wisp blight. This is... Honestly, I don't get it. It should be falling. I thought I heard a huh from a goblin right now. Aha. I don't understand that. But okay. Forgot it. Gonna leave that here to keep all of those 10 wisp torches together. Get that home and start the project evacuation of chicken. Oh, wait! I need... There we go. Spilled coffee on my desk. Okay, that. And then that is that. Fantastic. Love that. We need to do some tap sap at some point, but for now I think we need to get a stone cutter. Where is my stone cutter? Where did I leave that? Where's the stone cutter? Oh, there. Need to get that over here. So we can work out something here with that. Okay, let me get some stones and repair my stuff. And while we are running around there, oh, I should be working in the Mistlands like that, not with the Fenris. I did put on that one because of Gyal. Okay, that tree here needs to go. Ugh. And then I think we're gonna start from here to construct that. Going straight down here. Like that. We are still having the trouble with things sinking into the ground here. I have not found out. No, that is not right. Is that? That looks strange. I still have not found out what is causing the issue here. What the problem is here, why things are sinking into the ground here. I simply don't know. That one here looks strange too. That needs to be here. Okay, yeah, I think if we go straight over here, we might be in the in the right place. Oops, again. Can we? This is gonna be swamp chicken, I'm afraid. But I think this is going to be the only possibility to gain enough space to have a proper chicken house there. I think that thing here needs to go too. Okay. And then... No. We want that here. And then... Missing requirement, haha. Okay. Goes like that. And then one more layer here. I have to think up how to make that work. But at least we have the space here now. Something like that. Like that. Missing the required crafting stations. Also 2, and then something is hacking at something there. Wow. I can hear something hacking at something, and I don't know what is hacking at what. Huh. All of this is strange. Like that. Okay, we need to get the stone cutter over here. I never found out what is going wrong here and why the stuff is sinking into the ground here. I simply do not know. Like that. Something is wrong here. Ah, there's the mistake is here. No, the mistake is... Yeah, well, the mistake is here. Needs to be like that. Okay, that is not lining up nicely. I'd like to go further with that. Approximately to here and then come over there. But that is for another day. For now, nothing can come at me from here. I think we're good with that. Okay, we did not spend too much stone on that improvement there. There is more wood in the... I thought. What is this? Entrails, ooze. More ooze, okay. Stones. Okay. Seems to be nice for now. We have to get rid of that thing there. Because that is impeding the movement here. And I think we do have chicken in here. Yes, we do. Okay, more stones. Can't put the wood in there because we have a lot of wood there. I think we are going to be putting some woods in the kiln because we do need more coal anyways. There. Okay, oh wait, let's repair everything. And then time for bed. Some more of that. There we go. Sleep. Drink something. Okay. Back to the Mistlands we go. Nasty. Let's hope for better weather on the other side here. Okay, let's get all our wisp lights. One is in the pocket, in the box. That is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Where is that thing coming from? Is it angered at us? Oh, it is. Oh my. We got things going on here. Got everything and your mother here. At least we are not flammable. At least not so much flammable. I'm gonna get out of the way here. Okay. They got it. Welp, some dead dwerger amongst the casualties, but also a dead Gyal. Now, need to get back to our portal. Let's get all of that stuff in here. That is the last one. Gonna get more of that stuffs. Pick everything up here. Can you move? Thank you. Think we've got everything here. That was important. The Gyal did not destroy the crate there, so, well. Gonna get all of that home real quick. Ugh. Because we are coming back anyways instantly, so we can make it like that. Drop that. Dum 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 dum. All gone. Okay. Last Wisplight. Got everything. Got a complete portal. I do. No. It's okay. So now, where do we go? Let's get up high and see if there is something interesting. Ugh. Stupid. Yep. I'd like to find a place that I can make out from top to be a possible location for an infested mine, because that is our ultimate goal. We want to find another infested mine, ideally with a queen rune in there. And that might prove difficult, I think. There's another seeker soldier right down there. I do have a hard time seeing where we have already been and where we need to go, and I think we need to go that way, actually. Seeker soldier. I can hear it. And now we are back to the wood, to the forest where we did not want to be. It's easy to get turned around here, I can tell ya. Okay. That is a little bit of a monument they built here. Don't know what that is and why. That looks like a little bit more forest there, huh? I think we are very, very close to the water here. There is water here. That's all water here. Not helping. Not even sure in which direction we are going here. What are we seeing here? Kinda don't want to end up in the water here. Okay. Now I think I know where we are. And now I think I know where we need to go. Into the sun. Because with how far my food decayed, I think we have the sun not quite at midday point here. And that means if we go that way, that ought to be south. There. I don't want to play with that one. Really, I don't. Go find yourself some dwerger to play with. Boy, oh boy. Okay. Is that thing still after us? Okay. I think now we are on the way out of here. If I am not too far lost. Shoot. Everything looks the same. At least I can't hear the water anymore. So that hopefully means we are closer to some dry land here. Ah, there. That is what I wanted to achieve here. That is back to start. Is it? Is that really back to start here? Is my portal here? Somewhere? Yeah, my portal is over there. So we saw the eastern side of all of that. And now I think we're gonna try... Ugh, I don't want to fight with that one. Gonna try and go see the western side of that. If we can. No sir. Don't wanna play with you. Get lost. Ooh. Oh my gosh. I did not anticipate that. That thing coming from exactly the opposite direction. All the things we don't need here. That guy is my least problem right now. I don't want him to hit me, of course. But I think those logs have engaged with the Seeker and I'm out of that game. Okay, let's try that again. Food is decaying rapidly. It's going towards the darker side. I think we might as well see that we get our portal up and get out of here. Kinda. There's a Gyal too somewhere there. Makes me feel very, very afraid. And it sounds angry. And I don't think we want to engage with a Gyal and whatever right here and now with decaying food. We are going home. Play it safe. We have been dying twice in the Mistlands. I don't need to do that again. Okay. Got some stuff on the ground here that we need to get into our boxes. Need to put away our 10 torches, wisp torches, so we can keep that for later. That goes here, and then that goes there. That. And we should be getting all of that jazz to the other side to smelter that. Okay, we've got some money. Some money, I said. There. And then we've got that. And that. I don't want to open that door, because if I open that door, the chicken in there will come out. This is gonna be some doing. So we have to remove those trees here, because they are going to be massively in the way. Nice. And then I think we need to plane that a little bit here, so we have an even surface to be building on. That's the wrong tool, girl. You need that one. So from here, something is very, very, very off here with this world. And I really can't tell what. But it is all around the space. Every time I'm trying to build something, what I'm seeing is not actually what I'm getting. Like, look at me. I'm sinking into the ground here when I'm walking around here. Is that the same thing up here too? Nah. It's just the swamp. Oh yes, I am. I am sinking into the ground here. All over. It's not that bad up here. Actually, it's only the shoes up here. And here? Can't see. Here it's cool. But down here, something is out of whack here. I'm gonna be doing some try. That is the reset thingy here. That does reset all of the ground here to the original. Cannot even see where that is. That is so strange here. We're gonna try. See, also that level terrain does not do what I thought it might do, and we are still sinking into the terrain here. I don't know. And setting that here back did not do anything. I'm still sinking. Is that true here too? No, I'm not sinking here. Oh yes, I am. Somewhat. I don't know. Something is wrong with this world and I don't know why. Well, we have to figure that out in another episode, because it is nearly 9 o'clock in the evening, which means I have to end the stream here because it's gonna be work tomorrow. And I'd like to not be unrested when I have to go work. So we are refilling that here, and then we are calling it quits here for today. At least we managed to retrieve our stuff from the last time we died, and we found new mistlands to explore. That is where that stuff broke down. We have to repair that at some point. For now, let's repair the things here just to start with repaired gear into the next episode. Scatterbrained me will forget. I do hope you liked this episode, and I do hope if you did, you gave me a thumbs up. If you do like my content, come back on Friday. We are going to be playing another Trailblazer practice on Friday. And also there's videos you might want to be watching if you are into Valheim and do like my gameplay. So with that, I'm going to bid you a good night here, and we are going to be back with new shenanigans in the 10th world real soon. Bye!